What's good, people? Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we will be creating, or rather I'll be showing you guys how I created a beat that is heavily influenced by a subgenre called guapi. Now guapi is basically a subgenre in the Amapiano scene that is a fusion of kwaito and also a bit of jazz and also Amapiano at the same time. So without wasting any time, let's get into the video. Okay, so let's kick things off with the drum sequence. So I went for a clap and tap drum sequence. It consists of a kick. Let me solo them. This is our kick, so it's a bit strong. Then we have a shaker. Then I used a percussion loop as a clap. So this is where you'd normally place your clap in a clap and tap drum sequence, but I used a percussion element. Then we have a private school loop, which is a clap and tap loop. Then we also have another one, but this one doesn't have a clap. So when we play them all together, they sound like this. Now moving on to the chords. Now this is where it gets jazzy. So we have a lot of 7th and 9th chords being used, and we also have a diminished in my progression. So let me play it for you guys. So this is the diminished. So we have a 4, we have a 6, then we have a diminished 3 that takes us back to the 4. Let me show you guys the sound. This is the sound that I used. So these are the affixes that I used. So I got this one and also this one in a pack by VDD. Okay, moving forward, we have a few melodies. We actually have one and a vox. So this subgenre uses a lot of vox samples, and here's how this one sounds. They basically create movement in your beat. You'd want to use it for creating momentum in a beat. So this is the melody, the main melody of the song. It's a nice playful melody. It's heavily influenced by kwaito. So if you can listen to a lot of kwaito, they have very, very playful melodies. Yeah, so for the melody, I used the pen flute too. So let me play you this section. Yeah, so I also got this vox from a pack by VDD. He sampled the song Ezam by Stixx, Sam Deep and Nvcho's album. And this is how it sounds. Okay, moving on to the bass line. The bass line follows the chords as usual, and they are also playful. So this beat is very groovy. Let me play you the log drum. It's actually not the log drum, it's the tube bass. And the tube bass, funny enough, when I was doing my research on the kwaito sound, I've noticed that there are some songs back in the days that use the tube bass, but it doesn't sound like this, but it is the tube bass. You can hear that it is a tube bass. Yeah, very playful. So I used the octaves just to create some bounce. Then moving forward, we replaced the plugged chords with the normal Rhodes sound, and as you guys know, I like to use labs for my Rhodes sound. Here's the preset name and here are the chords. So they just repeat like that, and then I added another layer just to make this section a bit soulful. I added a string pad. And then I continue to add plug sounds. So these sounds are used a lot in Kwaito. They are used a lot. So basically, if you want to know the origin of this subgenre of Amapiano, just listen to Kwaito. You'll hear these melodies and you'll hear the influence of the genre. This is how this section sounds. I've also noticed that lead sounds are used a lot when soloing, so I basically paired a lead sound with a grand piano. Let me play you the grand piano first, and then I'll show you how I created the lead solo. Pretty simple. So a clever thing to do if you want to make your solo very interesting, you take the top notes of this grand piano solo and then you add a lead sound, and it's gonna sound like this. These are the top notes of the grand piano solo. Yeah, so here's the preset. I combined a few lead sounds. So I combined this one with this one with this one, and they gave me this sound. Let me play them all together. This sound I basically automated. This plug sound, I automated the plug sound. Okay, so moving on to the next section. This section doesn't have the bass, so we switch off the bass, we create a bit of anticipation, a bit of suspense actually, and we introduce a trumpet sound. Plain and simple, and here's the preset. So we bring back the plug sound. Let me actually switch the sound off and let's hear how it sounds without that sound. So it's fine, but I think these chords basically create that bounce that we need. Once we get close to the drop, we omit the kick and we omit some elements. Once the beat drops, we introduce the log drum. The log drum plays along with the tube bass. We have 2 layers. Let me solo them. Here's the other layer. And here's the tube bass. Then we also have a shaker that creates more movement. Then I created this interesting snare roll. Okay, so let me walk you guys through what I did here. So we have a roll here. Then I played with the velocity just to make it more interesting. Then I felt like that snare was not strong enough, so I added another layer, and here's how it sounds. And then the melody comes back. Oh, this melody is very catchy, it's very playful, it's very nice. So the melody comes back again, and then we go to a break. So I created another log drum pattern. Look at what I did here. Something interesting that you can incorporate into your production. So I created a slide, which makes the return of the log drum or the return of the bass line much more interesting. So it's basically pattern 7. No, I'm lying. It's not pattern 7. It's pattern 6. Yes. And here we have a sound that is used. It's only used here. And the purpose of the sound is to build up the anticipation. It's a very weird sound. Yeah, that's about it. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comment section, and yeah, I hope you guys learned a few things. Catch me in the next one.